Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jen, and in today's video I am drawing a dragon. Not a big surprise there, I do draw a lot of dragons usually, hence, the name. It's one of the reasons. But this dragon is supposed to be a Capricorn dragon, and it kind of looks like, actually in the end it kind of looks like just a dragon with curly horns, but hey, whatever, that's the inspiration. And it was because Caitlin, who I'll link her channel down below, who's drawing 100 dragons and stuff, which I did think about doing myself, but then it was like, okay, people think I'm copying her, and I am kind of, I guess, but I do draw a lot of dragons, so I thought, hey, I might, I might not do 100, but I might draw some dragons. But I have an idea for dragons and dogs, actually, I need to work on, which I think is actually kind of a cute idea, because I do draw cute dragons too, even though I try to draw angry ones, but they just somehow don't look so angry. And is it because I'm not so much of an angry person? I can be, but maybe that's why. I don't know. I have all intentions of drawing angry dragons, like grr, and it just doesn't work out at all. But anyway, so she was drawing Capricorn, just going through like the whole, zodiac things and stuff, and she's doing Capricorn, and I'm a Capricorn, so I'm like, I have to do this. And I can't remember if she did Aries either. She might have already done Aries. But even if she has, I'm going to do that too, because hubby's an Aries, so I need to do that too. And I kind of have a rough idea what I'm going to do for that, but I'm not 100% sure. I need to do some more sketching. But for this, I had an idea of, Saturn and all that stuff, but it's too similar to another idea that I did. So I was like, no, we're not going to do that. And then I thought we'll use the actual symbol of the Capricorn thing. It looks like an N with a swirly thing on the end and stuff, and that didn't work out either. So I thought, screw it, we'll just doodle some kind of serpent dragon, and it kind of worked. Needed a bit refining, and I don't like the way that eye looks. I thought about giving it kind of like goat eyes, because goats have, horizontal pupils and stuff. Is it? No, vertical. Yeah, vertical ones, actually. So they've got I think I got that right. I think so. I might have got that wrong. Don't really know. Doesn't matter anyway, because I didn't like those eyes on this thing. So I just kind of gave it squiggles in the end. That's what I did. So, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is done in Clip Studio. And this is just basic brush. This is a pencil brush that I'm using. I think it's just I'm not sure if it's HB or if it's just it says soft. It says real pencil. You can kind of see the EAL in the corner there. But yeah, so it's it's a real pencil brush, which I really like the texture of it actually, and it's great for sketching digitally. And then I'm just what am I doing now? I am refining the arms, which I had kind of more like hoofs, but I end up changing them so he's got like 2 fingers, claws, but the way they're kind of angled, it's still very block hoof-like, so it still worked in the end. And then I just duplicate that and change the angle and stuff, and that's me being a lazy artist by not redrawing the thing, because I was like, screw it, I'm not redrawing it, because I only have a couple days to do this. And I was with the sketch was okay, because the sketch can be sketchy and the lines can be scratchy and stuff, but this is one day. The next day I start doing the inking, and my hand was just really, really shaky, and it shows. So for inking, it's kind of really, my hand just can't stop shaking. It's a pain in the ass. And it's worse with digital rather than traditional, but I think that's because I'm traditional trained, we'll say. But anyway, this is the finished sketch. And you can kind of see how loose and rough and kind of just the basic idea is there, where there's fins and he's got curly horns and stuff like that. So then, take the inking brush, and you can already see my hand is really shaky, like I said. And I need to get one of those glove thingies that, it makes it easier. I guess I could cut up a glove, but, I kind of do need them. So, but this is a Q pen? G pen. I keep calling it a Q pen. I don't know why. Maybe it's like Q-tip? I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I'm not really sure. So the lines on this aren't exactly... And what the hell was that noise? I think that was a feline, and that's the dog taking off after it. More than likely. It probably was a feline. Or wait, what's he doing in the back? He's getting the laundry, so no, it's not that. Unless the pole fell on him. Maybe I should go look. No, I didn't hear any crash. It was just like a screeching feline sound, and then the dog barking, because she doesn't like felines. Even she never catch one. She's arthritic and she's limping her front right leg. I think hubby said she stepped on something the other day, so she's a little sore. But, so I'm just cleaning up the lines here. Little sidetrack because we got interrupted by a dog. But that's okay. So yeah, this is just, like I said, just trying the ink and stuff. And I'm just, trying to be quick as possible because obviously quicker, at least I am, the less shaky it looks. But it kind of doesn't work, and I still have to go back and clean things up because, once again, shaky hand. But, it's, the joys of just having shaky hands and the MS, which is part of it. That's pretty much why my hand is shaky, because it just shakes. It's a pain in the ass, actually. But hey, it could be worse. I could be in a wheelchair, even though I did spend a month in a wheelchair earlier, and I lost all sensation on the right side of my body. That was fun. But then steroids, and they just kind of got better eventually. So, yeah, that was fun. But the meds I'm on at the moment, the infusion, whatever, is supposed to help with that. I mean, it has side effects, as they all do, but hey, they all have lovely side effects. You might get this, you might get that. Yeah, I might die. There's all kinds of other things. But, so I'm just, yeah, that's cheerful. No, sorry, when I'm recording this, I dislocated my fingers on my left hand, so I'm in a bit of pain, and I might be slurring a bit of words, and it kind of hurts, and it's like, how can you dislocate and then pop it back in? I've been able to do that since I was a kid, really. I was a very accident-prone kid, but, I used to be able to dislocate my jaw, too, and then pop it in and out, and it used to freak people out. And I can bend my fingers really oddly, but my knees and my elbows, too, but back to my jaw I can't do it now because there's metal plates in it, but I could, and that's maybe why I've got metal plates in now. But anyway, we're not talking about me, we're talking about the dragon. And yeah, so like I said, shaky hands. And back to the fact that it's a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. I'm your typical Capricorn, I really am. But then again, is that because I know the traits of a Capricorn, or is it just, something more than that? The whole, spiritual thing and all that stuff, which, hey, I'm not gonna badmouth because, some things have a reason, but, so yeah, typical workaholic Capricorn, kind of, my nose in a book or working all the time, but, yeah, that's just me. And hubby's a typical Aries, so, hey, the ram, stubborn, no, among other things, but I'm just fixing the lines up so when I put the flat colors in, I don't have to, color the whole thing, because this is supposed to be, I was going to make a background, but I'm just being lazy, because I have other things I need to be doing, and it's not even so much that, it's just, after a while, you just want to, after so much time, I just want to work on something new, and that's why it's like, do this quick, but it was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Ow, my hand, I just landed my hand, kind of hurts, like I said, but it's normal, it's just bendy, and the extra finger didn't help. I don't have it anymore, it got chopped off when I was 3, so I tell people that, and they're like, what, your mom took an axe to it? No, the doctors took it off, but it's funny when this horrified look people get on their face, like, well, your mom chopped off your extra finger, would she get annoyed with it? Well, she did get annoyed with it, it freaked her out, because I used to bend it all the way back, but no, doctors took it off. But I can still bend my fingers quite far back, actually, and I still would freak people out doing it, because people are like, no, don't do that, and I freak doctors out now with it, because they're like, stop doing that. I'm like, well, hey, it doesn't hurt. Well, it hurts now, because like I said, dislocated. I popped it back in, kind of felt better after that, but now it's starting to swell up a bit, so, yeah, and my fingers bent really hard. Anyway, so this is the finished ink piece, which you can see it's very plain. There's some things about it I would like to change, but, I'm relearning digital art. And this is the flat colors, which I thought I recorded, but I didn't. It was my kind of oops. But, hey, if I had it, the video would have been a lot longer, and I would have to really try to find something else to think about. But, so, now, once I got the flat colors down, I'm going to put shading in, and this is, I have no idea what brush this is. When you download it from the, what the hell is it called? I can't remember what it's called. There's you can get stuff, materials, paint brushes, but on Clip Studio, it just says paint, and I'm like, that's helpful, so I just put fave, or this actually says, this is my laptop I'm working on right now, that's why the screen's not 100% the same as the last one. It was nice kind of out today, so I decided I will work on this outside, which is what I did, to try to get it finished. That's why the laptop, the screen looks slightly different, because it's a different layout, because I just installed it on there, and because I've realized you can have it on 2 working machines, and so I'm like, great, with the same serial, number and all that stuff. So as long as they're 2 different machines, you can put it on 2 different machines. So it's just like, hey, let's do that, because then I can use this outside, which is just what I did. So yeah, it's handy. There's some programs I don't have other serial numbers for, but I have another one for paint I can put on, but I think I'll put that on hubby's computer because he wants to use the tiny Wacom, whatever the hell you say it, tablet I've got, which I don't like, so he's going to try using it. I've never liked that thing, I was like, great, a tablet, that's great, but I never got along with it. I really don't know why. I didn't like the drawing surface it was on. I really didn't like it. I prefer this Huion, I think I'm saying that right. One, not because it's bigger, even though that's helpful, but also I just prefer the surface of it. I don't know why, it just makes more sense for me. It feels better, I guess. I'm not really sure. And that's Layla, who's barking in the first one. That's Sky, who's, they're pretty much right across from each other. And so they just bark at each other whenever they see each other in the windows, because they have big front windows. And then if they're not barking, it's Boots, who's right across from us. He's a King Charles Spaniel. Layla's a Labradoodle. Yeah, that's what she is, a bigger one. But Boots is like King Charles Spaniel's little thing who likes barking and everything. So we're in, there's dogs everywhere. Neighbors have a Spaniel Cross. Then they've got next ones have a Lab. Then there's so many dogs on the street. Like, you wouldn't want to be a Robert on the street, and you can tell when the mailman's coming around because it's like domino effects. The dogs are barking, the mailman's nearby. But anyway, back to the dragon. Adding highlights because it needs highlights, and like I said, I like this brush because it kind of blends stuff together, and yeah, just adding things. And was that a feline? I'm talking to hubby. Was that a feline I heard earlier?
Yeah, and then Lila going mad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I heard a feline, and then, then she started barking and took off, and then I'm like, I don't think it was the pole falling on hubby. I didn't hear a crash, so...
No, it was a feline going berserk for some reason. Did you tell him about your hand?
Yes, I did tell him about my hand.
Yes, I caught you and your hand popped out.
Yeah, that was funny, and it hurts, and it's starting to swell up, but yeah. I'm just talking randomly because this is like 15 minutes that I'm like, what the hell do I talk about for 15 minutes?
Life, the universe, and everything.
Life, the universe, and everything. Meaning of life, 42.
It's not 24.
24. Yeah, you got it wrong. Yeah, have you ever read that?
Yes.
I wasn't sure.
I've never seen the BBC play though.
Neither have I.
Not the BBC version.
No, I haven't seen that either. Or the radio versions.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Because it was a radio show first.
Yeah, BBC radio play.
Yeah. And then, anyway, let's go completely got sidetracked, but that's okay, because I have nothing to talk about for 16 minutes. So we're talking about Hitchhiker's Guide. Great book, great series, read it. It's funny in a very satirical, absurd way. But the other one, Red Dwarf, another one that's kind of absurd and,
Yeah, you hadn't seen it before you came here, though, had you?
I've seen a couple of Red Dwarf, but not the whole thing until I came here. Because they did have some of it...
In the US?
Pardon?
What channel was it on in
PBS.
PBS?
But there were a few episodes, like the first season or something was on PBS.
First season is bizarre.
But after that, I don't think they had, when I was, able to see it, they didn't have any. But, maybe, Red Dwarf. I should really draw spaceships. I keep meaning to, but I don't know why I don't. I just kind of, I think it's because it's too much of a challenge and I'm just kind of
You're lazy.
I'm lazy, pretty much.
I'm saying you're into a car, but it's too hard.
I hate drawing cars.
You've never tried.
Well, I did when I was like 12.
Exactly, 26 years ago. I got overcome it.
And we used like an old paint program. I don't think it was paint. It was something like Microsoft Word. It was like.
Sure it wasn't Corel Draw or something.
No, well, it could have been Corel Draw. That would make sense. It was Canada.
We got Corel Draw here for the Archimedes.
You got Corel Draw.
At school, earlier in high school, we had, sure it was Corel Draw, one of the other draw programs.
Huh.
It might have been called Draw because it was Acorn Archimedes.
Maybe.
And the Acorn Archimedes was an alternative to a Windows PC.
Okay.
It was on what's called RISC, which is what's in your phone, a RISC architecture chip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't. I didn't have programs like what I'm using now or Painter. That was too, for. But
Probably didn't exist back then, Jen.
yeah, probably you're right. It probably didn't exist back then. But this is almost done. So yeah, it's coming up to the finish. It's about me talking about random shite. But hey, interjecting from hubby taking the laundry upstairs.
Don't blame me.
No, it's not a problem. Actually, it's fine. It gives me something to talk about. Instead of talking to myself for 15 minutes. Like I've gone bonkers already, again. But yeah, so like I said, just adding shading to the fins, tail things or whatever. It's very faint. You can't really see it really in the end. But I do take it into Affinity Photo to mess with the levels because I wanted to see what it would look like, which is what you see now. Which I changed some of the color saturations a bit, so it's a bit pinker, purplish, maybe a bit more. And I changed the line color to like the ink line. I did that actually in Clip Studio, from black to like a really, really dark purple, which probably makes the dragon look more purple to begin with. But I thought it looked a lot better, which is, you know, I'm actually quite happy with it. And it looks really cool on a t-shirt, so hey, bonus. But anyway, thank you for watching and listening to me ramble about shite again, and listening to hubby talk about stuff too, I guess for a minute, you know, and listening to the dogs. I apologize if that bark got on people's nerves, and we have to listen to that every day, you know.
Multiple times.
Multiple times, exactly.